What is up, you guys? I'm Charmx. Today I'm going to be reacting to 5 spooky paranormal entities photographed at haunted locations by Top 5. So I haven't reacted to a Top 5s video in a long time, but I love Top 5s videos. I love Top 5 spooky videos because they freak me out and I love it, but at the same time I don't like getting freaked out. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully this is going to be awesome. The original link's in the description. Hopefully I don't get too freaked out, but at the same time, hopefully I get a little bit spooked too, because I like that adrenaline rush. Anyway, with that being said, the original link's in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Top 5s if you haven't already. Without any further ado, let's begin.
The Stanley Hotel. Back in 2014, this channel was born, and one of the very first videos I made was on haunted hotels.
Yeah, I've heard of the Stanley Hotel. I think it might have been from one of Top 5's older videos.
One of which was the Stanley Hotel. And since then, it seems the building is still full of activity. For those who do not know the background to the hotel, here is just a brief overview of its history. It all began in 1903, when inventor Freeland Oscar Stanley stayed in Colorado with his wife Flora. At the time, he was a very sick man, but the fresh air and peaceful environment restored him to full health. And after several more visits...
What was he sick from? What was he sick from?
The Stanleys decided to build a luxurious hotel there. The 48-room hotel opened 6 years later and welcomed a host of well-to-do guests. But in 1911, a housekeeper named Elizabeth Wilson was electrocuted by a lightning strike in room 217. She survived, but the incident started a chain of paranormal events at the hotel that remain until this day, leading many to say that the Stanley is one of the most haunted locations in the United States. This was reinforced in September 1974 when horror writer Stephen King and his wife stayed at the hotel. When they arrived, they were surprised to realize that they were the only guests there and were allocated rooms.
Oh, frig that. They're the only guests in this massive, hotel. Oh, it's pretty massive, isn't it? Or it's big. But you're the only ones there. Also, is this... This looks like that horror movie with the 2 kids.
Room 217. Although nothing major happened to them during their visit, Stephen remembers he had a nightmare that was so bad that it jerked him awake in a cold sweat. After he awoke and went out onto the balcony, the concept for his horror novel, The
Shining. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. Oh my goodness. I've chills at the moment. I have legit... Oh boy.
Shining was born. Since King's experience in room 217, other guests have reported a variety of paranormal activity at the hotel. Room 401 and 428 are said to be haunted, and it's a regular occurrence for doors to open and shut on their own, and footsteps to be heard in the middle of the night. In the hallways, people have claimed that they can hear children laughing, running up and down halls, and playing.
Is that... Because this is based, The Shining's based off of this place. Then, other people say that they hear children in the hallways. That's something, isn't it? Because in The Shining, isn't it The Shining, you have those 2 children who stand in the hallways, and they're like, let's play? Or is that from a different movie? I don't know, I might be getting my movies mixed up. But if it is from The Shining, which I think it is, then that's very peculiar that you would have the children in the hallway. And then in real life, you have actual people saying that they hear children in the hallway. That's... Oh, frig that.
And the grand staircase in particular is a hotbed of activity, where several unexplained images have been captured.
Why would you work there?
This leads us on to the main event. This photograph was taken in 2016 by a man called Henry from the hotel lobby, and he is certain that there was no one at the top of the stairs at the time. When looking back at the photo later, he saw a figure in what he believes is period clothing walking down the stairs.
That is terrifying. Oh my goodness. That is...
What do you think? Several paranormal experts have studied the photo, and one of them claims that if you look closely, you can see another anomaly to the left of the first figure, possibly the lady's child. This one is pushing it a bit, but the main figure has yet to be debunked. So I'd love for you all to pick it apart and decide if it's a fake or misinterpretation, or one of the most legitimate supernatural photos.
Don't they have security cameras at this hotel? I mean, most hotels have security cameras, right? So all you'd have to do is get the hotel security camera of that day, and you just kind of look in this area. And if there is a person that looks like this walking around or whatever, then you know that the photographer is lying. But if there is never this person there, then you know he's telling the truth. I mean, this was 2016. We have security camera technology.
photos from the Stanley Hotel. If anyone from the hotel is watching, and you want someone to come exploring, then you know who to ask.
I wouldn't go there. Creepy.
Ghost Boy. Tuinbury in Herefordshire was originally a dairy farm that dates back to the 17th century, and has been home to the Williams family since 1931. The surrounding land is still farmed to this day, but the farm buildings have been restored and remodelled into what is now Tuinbury Farm Hotel, a thriving high-spec hotel, restaurant and wedding venue. There is nothing in its history to suggest that it's haunted, and I think that adds to the authenticity of this next photo, which I'm surprised hasn't had more spotlight. It was taken in 2008 by designer Neil Sandbach, who was at the farm taking photos for inclusion in stationery that he was preparing for a couple's
Why? Oh my goodness. The freaking ambience, the ambient sounds in the back do not help this. That makes it so much worse.
upcoming wedding at the hotel. But when he later viewed the images on his computer, he was surprised when he noticed a blurry white figure.
Frig that, you can see its face.
That he was sure wasn't visible when the photo was taken. The couple were made aware of the strange anomaly. And when they visited their wedding venue a week or so later, they casually mentioned to staff if any of them had seen anything creepy at the hotel. They were shocked when staff members described what they had seen on various occasions. The ghost of a young boy dressed in white nightclothes, usually spotted close to the main barn. If this is genuine, and there are no clear signs to suggest that it isn't, then there doesn't seem to be any reason why this isn't one of the most credible ghost photographs I've seen in a while. What's your thoughts on it?
This is why I don't leave the house. It's too freaky outside. It's too freaky.
Parsonage ghost.
Oh, that was even worse. That was even worse. You can see its face even closer. No.
This next photo was shared online by the homeowner of a former parsonage in the UK.
Oh my
The creepy
goodness.
image appears to show a mysterious figure peering out of the window, and it looks like a small girl with a distorted face. The homeowner noticed the apparition after uploading it onto his computer. The original photo was taken by his son on a digital camera, and at the time, only his mother was in the house. The family have lived in the house for over 15 years, and during their lifetime, they have experienced a fair few unexplained things, as did the previous owner, leading them to label the place as haunted.
Why would you want to live in a place like this? Why would you want to live in a place like this? If I knew some place was haunted and I was looking to like move in there or whatever, forget it. Forget it. No. I don't care if, because obviously places that are haunted, the value is less because people don't want to live there, so the value of the house is dropped. I don't care how cheap it is. It could be $1 a month, $1 a month, and I would not move in there because I don't want to deal with this kind of stuff.
The current owner was so concerned about what might be lurking in his home that he called a paranormal investigator to explore the house and photograph it. There have been suggestions that it was nothing more than a reflection, and others...
That ain't a reflection, that's a... something. I don't even want to look at it, like that's how creepy it is. I don't like
that it is not a child, but a man with a beard. Let me know what you can see in the video poll.
That ain't a man. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. I'm not going to react to the last one, oh my goodness. I have a love-hate relationship with these videos because I love them because it freaks me out, and I hate them because it freaks me out. That last one that I reacted to, okay, it's zooming in on that creepy face, like I didn't even want to look at it. I didn't even want to look at it. That's how creepy it was to me. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys like this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, possibly share with a friend. If you do, subscribe to the family. Also, make sure you guys go subscribe to Top 5s. Once again, Top 5s, you freaked me out. Congratulations. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Boop.